So intermittent fasting, that is something that is, I know, a big thing. It's a buzzword. I do it sometimes. Like, why? I feel like why is intermittent fasting so popular recently? Is it been like a
Right.
breakthrough? Like, I feel like when I was a kid in public school in America, and my parents, they'd say, "Don't
Yeah.
don't not eat. Eating it's bad for you. You know, you
Yeah.
want to eat. You don't ever want to be hungry." Has that been something that has had a breakthrough lately, or why does it seem like only in the past 5, 10 years has fasting become so popular?
Yeah, well, there has been, let's say, studies in animals and monkeys that have shown that fasting does extend the lifespan a little bit. And one of the kind of more promising things about it is that it's probably not like superior to other means. It's just going to kind of mimic some of the effects and help you to avoid some of the negative side effects. Like fasting can achieve the same effects as calorie restriction without needing to like reduce the calories. So you can have the option of trying to mimic the starvation diet of a laboratory
Right.
mouse, where you're eating only like you're eating 30% fewer calories for the rest of your life, which doesn't sound really appealing and doesn't sound very sustainable. Or you can do some intermittent fasting every once in a while and achieve the same effects. So that is
Yeah.
probably the biggest appeal in terms of the anti-aging effect. And fasting also does other things. It does also boost the antioxidant defense mechanisms in the body, promotes things like stem cells, which are very known for the anti-aging effects, that they replace old and dysfunctional cells. And the fasting also eliminates things like these broken mitochondria. It eliminates just this junk material and waste material through the process of called autophagy. And
Autophagy. Yeah. Your
yeah,
book's about that, right?
yeah, it's one of the books that I wrote, metabolic autophagy, that
And it's
describes.
basically like the body eating itself in a way, but it's almost like cleaning yourself out. Is that a way to
Yeah,
good way
yeah,
to put
yeah,
it?
yeah. The simple terms is, yeah, it just cleans it out and eliminates these bad cells that spread inflammation and reactive oxygen species. So yeah, if you imagine if you never cleaned your house, then the junk begins to accumulate there, and it's hard for you to move around. it's
Right.
uh it's
Right.
hard for you to find something, and that is essentially what happens with aging as well. Like with aging, waste material accumulates, free radical damage accumulates, cells become more slow, and the communication between these different hormones and pathways also becomes derailed. And yeah, that's kind of a good
Yeah.
kind of metaphor.
Yeah, I think it's counterintuitive for a lot of people who want to think cleaning themselves out by not eating anything. But it's
Right.
basically just, yeah, it's just letting the body like get a break, right? And just resetting. And done a lot of research on fasting, and I can't believe how good for you it is. It helps lose weight. It helps. And it almost give you more energy in a way?
Well, yeah, like a lot of people do anecdotally report that it does increase energy levels, or like this focused attention, and it does, let's say, raise this small amount of cortisol, the stress hormone that gives you alertness and energy. And you will also like, let's say, lower the inflammation levels, and inflammation can, let's say, cause like depressive symptoms and make you slower in some sense.
Right.
So it does, give energy, because you're essentially starting to burn your own body fat for fuel as well.
Right.
And we all carry a lot of calories in our body fat with us all the time, and we shouldn't like really, if you think about it, then given how much calories we have in our body fat, we shouldn't like really feel hungry all the time. Like we should be able to fast for days before we get hungry,
Yeah. You're
because
not gonna like die because you don't have any
right.
food in your stomach. Almost forgot. I almost forgot. If you really enjoyed the clip, if you really enjoyed the podcast, one thing I would appreciate more than anything, just hit the little subscribe button. And I have hours and hours of podcast footage talking to some of the best entrepreneurs out there on YouTube. Watch some more of them. Check out this. Check out this. Go ahead and binge. Have some fun. I love you. Thanks for watching.